Hey, it's Kevin and Fred. Do you have a referral for us here in Phoenix? There are 30,000 agents here that you could send them to. Why us? Well, for one thing, we'll keep you updated and you'll never have to track down your commission.
We'll also make you look really good to your client. And best of all, it helps us keep all this content free. So go to kevinandfred.com/referral to make the introduction. We'll take great care of them.
So how do you create urgency with leads? This was a question I was asked by one of our newer agents recently.
How do you create urgency for your leads?
Yeah.
That's a really good question.
Isn't it? I looked at him and I said, wow, that's a good question. I said, well, let's start with this for a minute. Can you really create urgency for somebody? I think you can tell a story that might cause somebody to then take some action. But what I encouraged our agents to do is I said, I think we got to dig a little bit deeper, right?
Yeah.
Like people either move towards pleasure or away from pain. So when you talk about urgency, I just think I'm moving away from something uncomfortable that I don't like, or I'm moving towards something that I want that's missing in my life, right?
Right.
And that comes through asking really great questions. Like a lot of us have these scripts, right? And it's like, okay, when do you want to move? Are you pre-qualified? Do you have an agent you're working with? What city do you want to be in? How big do you want the house? That's all well and good, but how well do you know your client? Like, especially like in the example of the agent that was asking me the question, the client he was talking to, they lived out of town. I said, well, great. How many people are in their family? I think it's just them and a husband. Great. Do they have jobs? Do they currently work? They hate the weather in the Northwest where they currently live and they want to move to sunny Phoenix, Arizona. But like, do they have jobs? Are they going to need a job transfer? Are they retiring? Is that part of their plan? How much equity do they have in their home? What's going on in the Northwest market, in the Seattle market where they own their house, that could potentially also create some urgency for them to want to move sooner if the market is hot or fading or whatever else right now, right? I think creating urgency comes from knowing the people on the other end of the phone we're talking to and digging deeper and deeper into their story and their motivation.
Yeah, that's just it. You said the word, it's motivation. I always said to people, why determines when, right? So why they're moving, why they're buying, why they're selling is really the important part for determining when they're going to do it. So you can't go create something that doesn't exist, but if you can figure out why they're doing it, then that will help you figure out what that time frame is. And of course, you can create urgency by getting on the front end of that time frame.
Yeah.
But it's not like you can just go create urgency that isn't there, that doesn't exist. What you have to really tap into is, why are they doing this? What's their motivation? Why are they moving to Arizona? Again, is it for a job? Maybe it's because it's for retirement.
Yeah.
Like the thing, maybe it's to be around family. You have to figure those things out. Otherwise, you're never going to be able to, you're just going to be guessing. You're just going to be totally on whatever they say. Hey, okay, let's go.
Yeah, and in closing, I would say you got to peel the onion back, right? Because like, hey, we want to move because of bad weather. Well, that's great. Well, why haven't you put your home on the market yet? Oh, well, my husband's job. Okay, so you haven't moved yet because the husband's job hasn't opened up, right? So you got to peel the onion. Like the weather might be the initial reason for moving, but there's also a reason that has caused them not to yet have moved or put their home on the market and started their search, making offers in your current market. So anyway, I just encourage you, get deeper into their story, get deeper into their motivation, keep peeling the onion back, and stop trying to manipulate people, if you will, into doing what you want them to do, and get real interested in what's going on in their life so you can help them navigate their situation. Thanks for joining. Hope you enjoyed our weekly tip.